Hello crafters! This is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and I'm here with Paul Antonio's Copperplate on Your Wedding Day Better Press collection. This is a beautiful collection of Better Press sentiments in this beautiful calligraphy style. Look at these cards. So you'll have cards for weddings, to the happy couple, or just sending love. Even if someone is sick in the hospital, this would be a nice card to send someone. Love, love, love this collection. It's a continuation of his beautiful calligraphy styled Better Press plates. Also, crafters, Spellbinders' most recent die sale, the dynamic sale, is about to end. I'll link my video here if you want to see all the goodies, if you want to pick up a few things before the sale ends. And Kit Club is still open for new subscriptions until the 27th of this month. I'll link my Kit Club video here so you can see all the dad-inspired masculine cards that you can make, getting you ready for Father's Day. Now let's get into Paul Antonio's Copperplate on Your Wedding Day. Let's get started. This is the entirety of the Copperplate on Your Wedding Day Better Press Sentiments collection. Wow, that's a long title. This calligraphy is done by Paul Antonio and then turned into these beautiful press plates that take up a nice amount of real estate. Not too big on a card, but enough that you can either press it alone or add little bits. I love to add dies to something like this. There are 4 sets of sentiments in this collection. Copperplate, Sending Love press plate. Beautiful with a little heart. Love this one. Copperplate, Always and Forever. Very pretty too. Copperplate, To the Lovely Couple, and Copperplate on Your Wedding Day. Let me do a measurement of this one. It looks pretty big. On Your Wedding Day, 3.5 inch tall by 3 inches wide. Always and Forever, 2 3/4 inch tall by 3 1/4 inch wide. Love, love, love this set. This now adds to the existing Copperplate Everyday sentiments that will have like happy birthday and things like that. I'll put a link below for those past Copperplate sentiment sets, and they're all Better Press sets because they go on super sale from time to time, even sometimes the bundle. And there is also the Copperplate Holiday or Christmas collection. I'll put the proper name here on the screen. I'll put a link for that too. All beautiful. So this is now adding to it. Sending Love is all year round, and then the rest are like for the couple and wedding. Really, really pretty. That's why I dialed up the elegance on my cards. First up, this is my Sending Love 5x7 card, which I turned horizontal instead of vertical. I like it like this. It has a nice width for the flowers. What a pretty card, right? I love how the new Spellbinders color wheel cardstock is working here. I'll link my video here for the color wheel cardstock. That's Spellbinders' new cardstock collection, 48 new colors. So you can see a video where I have it up close with great lighting so you can see what all the colors look like. In the background, seaside and waterfall. Isn't that pretty? Love this colorway. Perfect for spring. And look at the Sending Love. This color of Altenew Fresh Dye ink that I pressed with is what inspired everything else. After I press this out on porcelain cotton card, a lot of what I'm going to show you in this video is currently on sale in the Dynamics sale. Timeless 5x7 card front. Love this one. Look how it dials up the elegance and works so well with the calligraphy, right? Love, love, love. In the past, I would normally make the vertical card, but this time I turned it this way. There's an outer piece, which is what you see here in Seaside, and I used adhesive sheets for the top layer, the matting layer. And you just follow the edging to know the placement. This is the piece that I use on the cotton card, and I pressed this out on an A2 pre-cut porcelain cotton card base because I wasn't sure where I was going to go with the card. And I decided this time I wanted an oval for this one. And then there's this other decorative detail and that layer. So this is a fabulous set. Goes on sale from time to time. You can put that one in your wish list. For the florals, I came in with something a little unexpected for my florals. Normally I would have gone with Club Blooms or something like that. This time I came in with the rain boot bouquet. Beautiful daffodils, a little rain boot. There's lots of inspiration to show you how to put it together as intended, but you can also deconstruct it, which is what I did. I used this portion. The leaves I used was from a different set, which I'll show you in a second. These were too big for what I wanted, but this is a fabulous one. This is on the way out. It's a great spring Easter set. Here I'm using it with these beautiful colors. I have classic white cardstock for the flower base. Then for the center, saffron. Here, this is beeswax. And then for the leaves, I'm using rainforest. Classic white again for the small flowers here. Then those are the centers. This is sun-kissed essential cardstock. And in the back, I cut a layer of the outer detail, put a 1/2-inch score line, and glue the top together to make it a landscape top folding card, okay? So pretty. I think this would be really pretty, somebody's desk or to the couple sending love. And on the inside, I did keep the beautiful seaside paper. Crafters, I love this so much. I've bought like 6 or 8 packs of it so far. From the color wheel. So pretty. All right, next card. This is a top folding oval wedding card that is a 5x7 for these bridal things and things like your wedding and that. I love the 5x7 take. This is now featuring the cameo frames die, also on sale. 7 dies, and there is an outer piece, decorative detail, another outer piece, decorative detail, an oval, and a label. Lots going on in here. It goes on super sale too. Love this one. For the sentiment on your wedding day, I decided to glimmer. This is on Hammermill cardstock with the Silver Metallics hot foil roll. It's a 4-pack. I'm using my favorite, the dark gold. I wish there were singles of it. Then I'd just buy 4 packs of that instead of the 4-pack. But that's the color I love to use out of that satin metallics. So super pretty. So look how it glimmers. The color wheel cardstock combination you see here is chiffon and coral. Coral is a darker color, which is a really pretty peach color. To go along with the peach, I love bringing in back again the turquoise. So this is seaside, waterfall, a little teal topaz there. And then for my leaves, brush gold cardstock. This floral arrangement is from the Scallop Journal card dies. This is from the Simple Stories Flower Shop collection. I'll link my video here. I have a second video coming because I have some layouts that I need to show you guys. But look at this beautiful detail. It comes with 3 circles. Largest circle is 3 inches wide. And then look at all these florals that you can do these nice swags with, but it has a small footprint. So I use the gold here to come back to that gold and then layered up the flowers. So super pretty. Then it has this little bud detail that is like just so fun. Finished it off with some gold mixed gems and card is done. In the back, where I cut this outer detail, I put another 1/2-inch score line, glued the top together to turn it into a top folding card. Because it's an oval shape, I used my scissors and just cut a little slit right there. And now the card will stand up, okay? So for both decorative cards, I'm using this ornate, beautiful look. Isn't that fun? From 2 separate collections too, but they're both on sale right now. Love, love, love. And I love the colorway. When you use lighter cardstock with this, that's when it really shines. It's so beautiful. Here's another option with the colorway if you wish. This is alabaster and this is sage. This would also work with that seaside too, if you wanted to go a more standard colorway instead of having it like this tone on tone. Pretty! Up next, look at this. Now this is a standard A2 card, top folding. I love this card. Again, seaside cardstock. It's my favorite. And I love how it worked here with the glimmered sentiment to the lovely couple. Again, from the same satin metallics hot foil roll. So the gold here is just a little bit darker than if you use matte gold hot foil roll. This is that dark gold hot foil roll in the 4-pack, which again, I'll say needs to be a single roll. Then I'd have a lot of it instead of having a few of it. So this is glimmered out. Look how pretty that is. When you're glimmering these hot foil plates, crafters, when the glimmer machine says, okay, time to take it off, leave it on just a little bit longer. Not too long. You don't want the overfoiling, but just a little bit longer. Couple seconds, like maybe 20 seconds, 30 seconds. Not 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Not like that. Just a little bit longer and you'll get fabulous results. When I saw this, I thought of a Tiffany box. The seaside. Thumbs up. So pretty, pretty, pretty. After I glimmered this in this rectangular form, what I did was come in with my favorite, also on sale. This card really highlights this foundation dime, really exemplifies where you can go with the layers. Love, 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 love. Precision layering, A2 sets A and B. 16 dies in each pack. And I love the treatment using the die around the edges. It's not a hard line at the corners. So love that. Largest die in set A is an A2, 4 1/4, 5.5 inch. What you see on the outside. Coming into the next layer, I'm either here or over here. Coming in with the brushed gold cardstock. And notice there's a thin little bit here. When you go between the layers, crafters, you're going to get a 1/8 of an inch spacing. That 1/8 of an inch spacing equals to 1/16 on each side. Okay? And I love that. So if you keep layering with this, you just build layers. But you can also broaden the layers. This is using precision layering to its best. I think that touch of the gold really just ties the whole thing together. And then comes the florals. Notice I have my empty space up here. I already ordered my second one. This is from the new Gorgeous You collection. I'll link my video here. Love, love, love that makeup collection. There is a set of flowers in it. This is the Gorgeous You flowers. I loved it so much. I think it's a strong floral die set. I already ordered a second one. Why did I order a second one? Because when I use it, I can go faster, put 2 at the same time. Now the leaves are fabulous right here and here. I just use these leaves for the daffodil. Over here, I am still playing with the color wheel cardstock. I'm trying to really get a feel for what my favorite colors are in there. Those are the ones I want to focus on and order more of so I have enough in my stash. When Spellbinders cardstock runs out, some of it has run out and restocked. It takes a while to fully restock. I'm working with it to see where my colors are. So far, crafters, I love this combination. Blush, which is over here, and Seaside. Okay, if you buy a pack, you'll get 10 sheets. It's 110-pound cardstock. Love, 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 love. On this card, you're seeing Rainforest again, 2/2 for the dark pink, blush for the light pink. In the center, brushed gold cardstock. Over here, I have coral. So it's the pinks with the turquoise and then just a splash of coral. I think that's so pretty. Here in the center, again, brushed gold. If you like to use gold cardstock a lot, consider the coral with it and the Seaside, okay? I think they're really, really pretty. This could have also worked with gold being in here with that colorway. I really love this A2 card. Fun, just fun, elegant, gorgeous. And this Gorgeous You floral, I'm just waiting for my set to come. And lastly, for the 4th sentiment, this is always and forever. So with this card, I have porcelain cotton card and I pressed out with some Alta New Fresh Dye ink in pink. And then from there, I decided to go ahead and use black cardstock and some pink flowers. This is a shaped card. This is the same thing with the top portion scored and glued together. And then because it has that shape at the bottom, again, I put the slit, okay? Just a little slit with your scissors. If you want to make it precise, use your trimmer. For this card, I'm using a oldie but a goodie in a different way. Normally, my flowers would be flat like what you see here in the product example, but this time I took out my stylus and did a little curling. I'll put a link below for stylus tools. It's a little ball tool. It will be like this with a little ball on it. It's always a good idea to have it just in case you want to do something different with your florals. You want to make it more 3D, more special. You just take the cardstock and just roll it there in the center, okay? So that's what I did for some of these flowers. So this is the Be Bold Blooms, oldie but goodie. I have 3 sets of it. Foliage on one. This is the leaf you see here. And then one of these up here, I used 2. Florals on the other. Didn't use the large one, too big because I didn't have a lot of space because the sentiment did take up a nice amount of real estate. So what I did was come in with these flowers and this set of flowers. But you have this choice too, which is really pretty. Turns off to the side. I love when it goes like at an angle. So pretty. And then here are the buds and stem. I'm using the buds here, the stem. This goes behind that bud, which is in rose gold glitter cardstock. And here I'm using a combination of blush, pink sand. Pink sand is essential cardstock. Then dahlia. And dahlia is the same whether you have essential cardstock or the color wheel cardstock. The dahlia is this deeper pink, which is so pretty. Then for the greens, I'm using both fern and rainforest, same as before too. I can pull it from either essential cardstock or from color wheel. I'm not sure if Bebo Blooms is on sale. I'll let you know here on the screen. But what is definitely on sale, this beauty, Mirrored Arch Labels die. Largest die is in A2 and is 16 dies coming on in. There are some better press sets that match this styling. There is the Mirrored Arch collection. I'll link that video here so you can see that there's a better press to it along with the die with this beautiful shape. I love to use this particular one as a triple layer. So outside in the back in the A2 is black cardstock. Come one over again, that's black as well. Then one more, and that's the porcelain cotton card. You can space it out too if you want to do this, then come over and then go on in. I haven't done this before with this set, but I'm liking it when it's curled. So in summary, Paul Antonio, still loving the calligraphy styling here. Your handwriting is beyond. It's handwriting, but it's artful handwriting. And we so appreciate it and love it in Better Press. Better Press brings out the details of the thin lines and then the thick and the curls and the loops. Whether you press it or glimmer it, is still beautiful calligraphy. You can make a set of gorgeous cards with this, and you can gift it too. If you use the everyday sentiments, there could be the birthday, thank you. If you come into this, you could also do the sending love. And if you have any occasion that you need something like this, these are really beautiful, timeless. Love, love, love. Alrighty, crafters, everything will be detailed and linked below. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you love this. I think it is fabulous, and I use certain techniques and colorways to just dial up the elegance. You could change these flowers out too if you want. Spellbinders has many, many floral die sets that are fabulous. Crafters, I hope you love this as much as I do. Stay crafty, my friends. Bye!